What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the CloudSlayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just going to be working out a little bit. Just decided to record again. Do some recordings while I work out and stuff like that. So just mess around with it. Got my camera out. And yeah, I mean, just got to get set up and stuff like that. Today, just going to be doing deadlifts. The key to working out or warming up is more so working on the proper range of motions, you know, working on like techniques and stuff like that. But the heavier that you go, the more it's going to go, right? Your back might round. You might pull in a different position from where you would at like a lower weight. But the goal is to keep trying to set yourself up into those proper positions, right? Contracting your lats and you know, your glutes and sitting back and stuff like that properly, pulling the slack out of the bar ultimately before going up, right? And doing stuff like that. It's very important to try to do those things, but it might become more and more impossible. But you nonetheless keep trying to do it, you know, regardless of what anybody says and stuff like that. You just try to get in the best position that you can and lift from there. It's always best to lift with somebody else most of the time, you know, especially if you're trying to get stronger from that standpoint. You're able to push yourself, and sometimes seeing somebody do those things like a higher weight not only motivates you, but it also tells you that it's possible, right? And you know, it's always good to know what the possibilities are and where that threshold is and how they got there. Pick their brain a little bit and try to push yourself past that, right? Stuff like that. So never a bad thing, always a good thing, right? And so but you know, as you move up to, you want to, even if you lose form a little bit, you know, you try to go as slow as you can at the lower weights. But when you go into the heavy weights, maybe you might have to go a little bit faster. People will tell you to try to slow down the eccentric or, you know, all this other stuff. But sometimes if you can't, you can't, you know. Go down at your pace. Sometimes trying to do those things will hurt you. They'll call you an eagle lifter or whatever. Who the fuck cares, right? Fuck those guys. You're lifting weights. It's on you. And you know, strength isn't all about doing what other people tell you, what are conventional or whatever have you, right? You do the best you can, and you know, you'll prosper from there. So it's if you want to invest in lifting straps, I recommend like figure eights. Those are really nice. Maybe I'll break them out. So, with the lifting straps, everybody's going to do it differently. Some people are going to do it right away and use them when they go into the heavy sets. But especially if you're going to get back into it or you're newer, sometimes your grip, it'll give out, right? So, you know, what I would do is go until your grip starts slipping. And if you feel like you can do more, throw on your straps and then go to town. Do some more work. Somebody might call you a bitch or hate on you or whatever, but it's a tool. If it helps you get stronger, why the fuck not, right? But I do recommend to do the hard work first and train your grip. There's only one way to train your grip, is by doing it, right? By using your hands, just your hands, if that's what you want to do. And go from there. But if you can do more work and you feel like you can go some more, there's nothing's gonna hurt you by throwing on the straps and going some more rounds. You know what I mean? They're nice figure eights. I brought them out, but might not use them. But the main reason is because you can just throw them on there real quick, do the pull, easy to come off, right? The older straps, the traditional ones, just a single strand or whatever you want to call it, single strap. It was, you got to sit there, you got to wrap it around there. Hopefully it's in the right spot. Then you got to do the other side, wrap it around and stuff like that. It takes a long time, right? A lot of time to do that, a lot of practice. And it takes all that out of there. You don't have to be in that bent down position as long. You just go down there, pick it up almost naturally, right? So I highly recommend the figure eights over the other straps. But if you like the other straps, you know, that's a preference. It's up to you to figure out which ones you like, which are most convenient for you, and go from there. You know what I mean? Don't let anybody else tell you what to use, how to lift, and anything like that. Well, how to lift is subjective, right? You do it to the best of your ability. If you're paying somebody to do it, might as well listen to them. Or if you see somebody that's stronger than you, like, you know, you lift however you want, and you decide what position you're the strongest in by working those positions, right? But if you're hurt and stuff like that, obviously it's best to take somebody else's advice, because you're obviously hurt for a reason. And if somebody's way is helping you stay from being injured, take that route. So I'm just working on triples and stuff like that, but you can work on any rep range that you want to. Like I said, I'm recently trying to get back into it, and right now that feels pretty heavy for me. Last time when I got to my strongest, I probably hit those for, like, you know, any rep range from 5 to 7 and stuff like that, but right now, 333. It's a 55, 45, and a 44s, because those are 20 kilogram plates I grabbed with my deadlift bar, 45 pounds, you know. So I could go a little bit heavier, but I did some work with the bands a few days ago, and I did good mornings and stuff like that. Which good mornings are really good, but they also tax your lower back a lot, and you know, there ain't no shame in taking a rest or not going as heavy or super heavy, you know what I mean? But you know, especially if you're a little bit sore, you know, you don't have to not take any time off, or you don't have to take time off. You can, you know, frickin' lift a little bit lighter, but work on form and stuff like that. So you don't have to go balls to the wall every time, but you still got to put in the work to do it, you know. It's not that much. I know so many more people that can deadlift more than that, right? So I'm nobody special. So anyways, but I am going to go up a little bit and do a little bit, challenge myself a little bit, right? So we'll go from there. Super heavy for me, 403, but you know, I still want to go up a little bit. Well, I don't want to go up. I'm just going to do heavy singles, and then hopefully go right back down, right? I'll stick with these heavy singles, but my hands are feeling taxed. That's my first time hitting a little over 400. It was 403 only. First time in, I'd say, about a year since I got up to 400. It's been about a year. Last time I got to 400, it was just, I think I got like 443. I got back there. The most, my all-time record is 473, you know. That's about 2 years ago, but I keep getting injured in my ankle. I was doing squats as well, stuff like that, and my ankle just really bothered me. But I'm getting back into it. I want to beat my all-time personal record. I want 500. I don't follow any particular plan. I just, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to get back into it, try to get used to it, and do the best I can. Use straps when I can. I'm going to do a bunch of singles. Maybe I'm going to use the straps though, because my hands, like I said, my hands hurt really bad. But as you can say, as I showed you, I could do them without the straps. But I just gotta work that endurance in my hands again. I'll do like a bunch of, you know, you can do rows, you can do a bunch of that kind of stuff. There's some stuff, Eddie Cohen showing some workouts on super training, Mark Bell's stuff, his channel. It's Mark Bell Super Training, and it's on YouTube if you ever want to check it out. They taught me a lot. They taught me how to bench press better. I had chronic shoulder pains from when I was younger, and it discouraged me after a while when I was a kid because it hurt. Well, that and the combination of I got back into basketball, and my dad really thought bench pressing was bad for it, so I stopped and you know, got back to shooting hoops and stuff like that. And you know, bad idea. You can keep lifting and still get that mobility in playing basketball, because basketball only requires you to practice those movements, or else people that get robotic, it's because they're not practicing basketball. So, or football, or whatever it is that you're doing, you know. So it's not a lie. He didn't know any better, right? That's just what he thought, and it's not true. You just got to practice those movements, and for you to be fluid in those things. So, but anyways, I'm gonna get back to doing some things. I think my personal best on is like triples. I think the triple at this weight was my all-time. Well, 405. My all-time best was triple. So, which is weird for me to pull 473. You know, I was really amped up. I probably could have did a fourth one, but decided not to. But this is going to be a demonstration with the straps here. So, and now you're pretty much ready to pull. So you just get tight, get in position, and pull. And you might be able to pull more than what you can with without the straps and stuff like that. Or yeah, without the straps, of course, because you know, my hands are going to be limited because I don't have the same calluses that I had before. And I wasn't expecting to feel good enough to do a triple, but I ended up just doing it. So sometimes when you exceed those limits, I think my back's gonna be dead after this. But nonetheless, oh, sorry about that shine. But you know, nonetheless, if you feel good enough to do it, might as well do it. Stuff like that, right? So I felt really strong. I felt like I could have went for a fourth, but it would have been real ugly. I could have hurt myself. So thanks to my experience before, I decided not to do it, right? Which is, if your form's gonna break down really bad, don't do it. If you're a kid, you might just do it. Like if I was a younger man, but I'm 31, about to be 32 pretty quick, and I'm not a young man anymore, so I'm not gonna do that. I learned my lessons and stuff like that, but for sure I'm gonna go back for some singles and stuff like that. So, woo, that felt pretty good. Yeah, buddy. Woo, that triple took the fucking energy out of me, but I totally barely got that one up. When you're lifting heavy for yourself, do not be afraid to take a longer break for you to recuperate for the next lift. If you're looking to get stronger, you don't have to take as short break periods as you would, but if you're in a time crunch, do it. But know this, you might not be able to lift maximally, because your body might not be recuperated enough for that next lift, right? So take your time and set yourself up to lift as much as possible within your set, right? I think that's one thing some people don't know, is that they gotta give themselves greater rest periods, and do stuff like that. So ultimately, do whatever you think is best for you, not what's best for others. So I recommend it. Doesn't mean that you have to do it. Do what's best for you and you alone, right? Only you can determine that, and only you can listen to your body. I'm listening to mine, and I couldn't do more than a single there. I barely got that one up, like I said, but it feels good to be back in the 400s. So I was happy that I got that triple though. So, but I'm gonna keep doing singles. But till next time, guys, I hope you guys had a good one. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Hopefully, on YouTube. So see you guys later. Peace.